right, so we are T-minus 24 hours until this Tilly's golf tournament. And the reason this is important is because Tilly's has been a long-time carrier of Hoonigan merchandise, and they even have some exclusive stuff that you can't get anywhere else, like even our website. So we gotta show out for these dudes. That means we gotta rip, baby. Now, Brad, what up?
What up?
Welcome to Garage. Say it with me. Garage. All right, what are we doing today, bro?
Number one, throttle cable. Without the throttle cable, we can't rip. We basically need to connect from the front to the back and get full throttle.
Skirt.
Number two, leak in the cooling. We went in and filled her up, and of course, like all builds, we have a little leak in the hose. So we're gonna go ahead and address that, tighten her all up, get her all sealed and ready to go. Number three, ignition shut off and engine kill. Great problem to have. We did a motor conversion, and she starts, she fires, can't turn it off. So all you two-stroke geniuses, I'm gonna have a special guest come in and school Daddy on how to turn a two-stroke off. Number four, finish the cage. All animals need their cage, as do I and the people here. Dan is gonna come in and help us finish this cage, make it safe, make it fun, and make it ready for that golf tournament. Number five, test rips. Definitely gotta get out in the parking lot, get done with this thing. I mean, I'm ready to see her rip like a potato chip. Hopefully Hurt goes last, but everybody else should have a really good time. So let's get out there and get this shit done. Can I say that?
Of course you can, Brad. This is Garage. Yeah!
All right, guys, underneath the car. I don't suggest doing this at home because this is not the correct way, but this is the way we're gonna make it work. Since the golf tournament is tomorrow and we don't have time to make a bunch of fixtures and stuff, we went to the local hardware store and we got a clamp that's made for like wire, like tying wire together. We're attaching throttle cable barrel nuts to one another. Basically, we're taking that cable that goes to the throttle pedal and that cable that's going to the carburetors and making them one. Done fixed. We're gonna move this thing back down to regular height. We're gonna get Dan back on that cage and make this thing safe. So before we had 2x4s holding up the seat where it pivoted. Well, we don't have the floor there, or we don't have this piece touching the floor no more. So we made these aluminum adapters on the hinges to raise this up. We also left enough air in here to get air into the motor. We went ahead and put our temperature gauge all bitching right here in the corner. We're going to make the aluminum burn piece right here, and then go ahead and zip tie up these wires until my daddy comes and tells me how to turn the motor off. Hey, he needs a no shit bar. Can we do a no shit bar?
No shit bars.
Maybe a couple of shit bars.
This roll cage just looks cool. Like, I think the rest of the cart would actually fall apart. The cage would just stay together.
The cage just sit there and all the carts just stand there.
Yeah.
That would not be good.
I bet that's what would happen. Like,
You marked that line with that beer?
I did.
Are you gonna drink that beer?
Possibly.
Yo,
Brad's status here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the shop right now. You go tell him he's your dad.
My dad just showed up. That special guest we're talking about, that's my dad. Fix it, Dad. Tell me what I gotta do.
Well, you've got to break the 12 volts going to the coils. One of these is going to be common.
So which one would I break?
That's ground 2. So this is a magneto ignition. It looks like they're running 3 individual
Coils.
coils and a condenser. Somewhere they got a capacitor on this thing, but
Yeah, these are the 2 capacitors right here.
yeah, one capacitor takes care of 2 plugs, the other one takes care of the one single plug.
Dad figured it out.
what happened?
He did it.
He figured out which wire to cut.
He cut the red wire. It was the hot wire. Stops.
It stops the motor. So this red wire we got to cut, and we got to run it over to our switch, and we'll be back in business.
And that'll be your shut off.
That's our shut off. I had to call my daddy to get it done.
Thanks for your help.
Thanks, Dad. I appreciate it. Bye. Pleasure meeting you.
Hey, don't you have one of those sitting in your house?
That is mine, Dad.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah. I have 2 of them.
It was interesting.
I told you my dad is special.
Yeah, but he fixed it, so.
2 seconds too.
How's it looking so far today, Brad?
Good, we're gonna have you test that switch here in a second. I'm gonna full start this bitch, and you're gonna flip that switch down, and hopefully it's gonna kill it. So flip it up right now, so it's in the on position. Okay, when I start it, and it's running, go ahead and flip it down, and it should turn it off. Perfect, we're good.
Awesome. There you go, Bad Daddy's Braddy.
wait.
Bad Daddy's daddy,
Bad Daddy's Braddy.
The
Daddy,
baddest.
Daddy. The baddest daddy of them all.
Are you gonna put end pieces on there so the cup can sit inside? Oh shit!
Yeah, boy. Ask me about my engineering. So now there's 6.
There's 6 beer holders.
Yeah.
So next step, more bars, right?
More bars, and really, dude, we're almost done. Like, I know the throttle cable works. I know our ignition works. Yeah, we need to weld this up. Oh, seatbelt tabs. We need to get some seatbelt tabs going. I'll work on those right now.
So that's JB Weld.
It's like an aluminum seal, quick steel. Basically, you need it together. This shit's actually cool. They've made these stuff for boats and stuff. It hardens into like aluminum type steel. Quick repair. I know people in off-road world that have this still on their radiator today. They get a rock through the radiator. They put this in it. And they're too cheap to buy a new radiator, so they just leave it in there.
And that has to hard for a couple hours.
It says 60 minutes, and you can drill and tap it. So we'll see.
Going to grab Nads, see if he likes my new modification. I made it especially for him, so let's see what he thinks. Nads, come here. Your creepy stash. So why don't you grab a driver's seat there in the golf cart? Well, also the cage.
You are kidding me right now.
Yeah, buddy.
Let me see if it works. I think it does.
So there's now 6 in here, so there's
Perfect.
2 in the hole.
That's enough for me. What are you guys gonna drink?
That's exactly right. Naz is going for it.
I can't wait to get on links.
You gonna swing some clubs? I think we're gonna
I'm
die.
gonna swing something. I don't know. Where are the seatbelts?
Not here yet, but look, we got a harness bar
What?
ready to go.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta mount the seats a little better. So yeah, 6 beer holder. Ready
Thank
to
you,
go.
sir. No.
Perfect. Naz is going to lunch. In an Uber.
Got our roll cage on. Got our switches working. We are going to finish up the back seat area here. Basically, it bolted on to these mounts, and these mounts are now too low. So we're gonna go ahead and just weld this bracket to that bracket and make the back seats permanent. We're having a problem with the center point right here. We need to find a point where we can attach these and still be able to fold the seats. And so he's got to put a mount right here, somewhere in here for this seat belt. And I've got to finish this radiator.
And then it's ready to rip.
It's ready to drive. I mean, in seriousness, it probably just starts right now.
Do any of these switches have to be on?
Oh yeah, the top switch has to be on. Duh.
Oh, it spun the tire right off?
It spun the castle nut off.
How
A lot
did
of
you
fuel
do?
coming out.
That's because that sticky clip. What a precarious starting position. one more day.
Nice work. That is gnarly.
Well, it says right here it's not even 160.
Perfect.
What do you think, Kato?
Holy shit. I've never heard a 3-cylinder 2-stroke anything before, so it's really loud. And it also has like a 6-inch exhaust pipe. So I want to shred it though.
This is ridiculous.
I'm done here. Let's go drive it again. This thing's sick. If he leaves to go home and put nitrous on it.
All right, so we see that it runs. What do we got to do?
Well, right now we have a fuel leak in one of the carburetors, so I got to drop a float bowl and replace the float. We got to attach the seat belts, and I forgot to put the fan on the radiator. Other than that, I mean, it's ready to go golfing. It's ready to go golfing.
First run.
This thing's crazy. It's fun. It's super fun. I love it.
All right, so I gotta go ahead and get going on this bracket and keep Dan started on here again so we can get back at it. Lessons learned. Okay, so these things, typically you mount them on your car. A lot of people just drop their hood. It dents their hood. That's where they drill the hole. That's how it goes. And then you usually use this thing to cover up the part. What I'm doing is I'm putting the tab on the piece that we already have. Oops, on the other side. Like this. And then that gives me my measurement off of my bar to my center. So basically I can hold this sideways like this and mark center line. And I know that anywhere where I put that tab on that center line, it's gonna go through and make it. And then I measure from outside to this one and outside to that one, make them the same, and you're good. Best thing about this too is your adjustment. You can do your adjustment already. So adjust it so your pin's tight, you got a little bit of slack up and down, and weld it in. And that way you're in the middle of your adjustment. If you need to go up or you go down, you got plenty of play. Cool trick of the day.
Cool trick.
Trick of the day.
Trick of the day.
You showed me that.
Whoa, fire. Just gotta push in the sides.
The rubber thing.
If you don't want to take credit for the center seatbelt mount, I will, because that looks bitchin'. Just blame that one on me. Got everything set up, finished for where we're at. We're gonna go ahead and start her up, find out what we've messed up, or what's gonna break. So let's get to it. In this bitch. It's kind of like my tea bucket. If you ain't got balls, don't ride it at all. That's a wrap!
Pretty good day's work so far.
Huh?
Pretty good day's work.
I'd feel great if we didn't run over her.
Come on, man.
Well, Scotto did bet that Hurt was gonna be the first one hurt.
Oh, he did say that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Go back to that video.
Well, considering that someone's definitely gonna roll this, we're just so rad because this is the cut to footage moment happening right now when Hurt rolls this. You'll cut to me talking about Hurt rolling it in the past. It'll be like that show Quantum Leap, which none of you watch because you're all younger than me.
Dan went full hot rod.
Fully sent it.
But it's all right. Nobody got hurt.
Cosmic.
What's life become?